Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to create this flawless soft glam base with subtle cut crease eye look, perfect for any occasion. Let's get started. I'm starting off with my Cetaphil moisturizer to prep and hydrate my skin. This step is so important. It makes sure the foundation sits beautifully and doesn't cling to dry areas. Next, I'm applying the Kryolan Silicone HD Primer. This is one of my favorites because it gives that smooth, poreless finish and makes the base last all day. Don't apply all over the face, only apply on the areas where it is needed. Now moving on to the color correction, I mix a bit of orange color corrector with a small amount of my foundation. This trick helps to tone down the orange so that it blends seamlessly with your skin tone. I'm applying it wherever I have pigmentation or dark areas around my mouth, under the eyes. I'm using a flat brush to place it, but I'm not blending it right away. I'll just let it sit for a few seconds so that it sets slightly on the skin. Now I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and using a dabbing motion, not sweeping, to blend it softly. This keeps the orange intact while giving a smooth airbrushed finish. To lock that correction in place, I'm taking a thin layer of translucent powder and pressing it slightly onto the corrected area. This prevents any mixing of color when we layer foundation next. Now I'm moving in with my foundation. I'm applying it evenly all over my face. Now I'm using a concealer only on the high points like the inner corner of the eyes, outer corner and a bit on the brow bone. This not only brightens the face but also gives a lifted look. While blending, I'm working in the same direction, gently upwards. I'm blending in dabbing motion, not dragging. This keeps the coverage in place. I've also applied above the jawline area to give that a natural sculpted effect. This side it's sculpted and lifted, and on the other side it's giving more a rounder effect. Now to set everything in place, I'm taking my powder puff, picking up a little powder and rubbing it on my palm first. This removes the excess and help avoid any patchiness. Then I'm pressing it gently under the eyes to set the concealer. This technique helps prevent creasing and gives a smooth under eye finish. For the brows, I'm using the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's great for defining and filling without making the brows look harsh. I'm softly shaping the brows and creating natural strokes. If you're new to drawing brows or want to see my detailed technique, I have made a dedicated video on how to shape and draw eyebrows. So make sure to check that out after this one. Moving on to the bronzer, I'm using the Forever 52 bronzer to add warmth and dimension. I'm applying it on the jawline, sides of the nose and a little on the hollow of the cheeks. Instead of dragging the product down, I'm brushing it slightly upward. Make sure to blend it well into the neck so there are no harsh separation. Everything should look seamless. Then I'm using my Eye Magic blush. It's super pigmented, so a little goes a long way. Just apply it on the high points of the cheeks and blend it upward towards the temples so that for that lifted look. For glue, I'm adding a touch of highlighter on the bridge of my nose and the high points of my cheeks, just enough to catch the light without looking overdone. Now that's everything in place, I'm going in to bake my face with K-Beauty loose powder. I'm applying it under the eyes, around the nose, and under the cheekbone to set and brighten those areas. I'll let it sit for a few minutes while we move on to the eyes. I'm starting with a nude shade all over my eyelid to create a clean base. This step is really important because it evens out the lid color and create a smooth base for the rest of the shadows. I'm using a fluffy blending brush and gently sweeping the nude shade from the lash line all the way up to the crease. Next, I'm taking a dark brown shade and applying it only on the outer corners, focusing on lifting and defining that area. I'm using a small tapered blending brush so the colors stay exactly where I want it, concentrated and lifted. I'm placing the shade in a soft V shape on the outer corners and I'm building the depth slowly instead of applying too much at once. Now, on the inner parts of the lid, I'm applying a light shade to create a soft cut crease effect. I'm using a flat shader brush to press the color onto the inner lid so it looks clean and defined. Once that's in place, I'm adding a shimmer shade on top of the lighter shade to make the eye pop. Then, with a small brush, I'm blending the shimmer and brown together so there are no harsh lines. Just a smooth transition. For the lower lash line, I'm using the same dark brown eyeshadow to softly define it. Using the same color on the top and bottom really ties the whole look together and makes everything look more balanced and cohesive. I'm applying a nude kajal on the lower waterline to open the eyes and a black kajal on the upper waterline for that depth. I have made a separate video on how to apply an eyeliner using a eyeshadow first and then go ahead with your liquid eyeliner so that it will make it easier for you to map out the wings. I have also made a detailed video on this. You can check it out later on. Finally, I'm finishing with mascara to lift and separate the lashes beautifully. For the lips, I have used Swiss Beauty lip liner in the shade Cherry Brown and softly blending the edges. For the lipstick, I have used L'Oreal Paris Infallible Matte Resistant shade 635, worth it medium. I just applied on the middle of the lips and blending it with my fingers to give that soft blurred finish. And that's the final look, a soft glam base with a subtle shimmer. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such beautiful looks.